What up, world? It's your boy Big XL, and this is the Ride and Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life, man. Gotta say one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta. Be sure to check us out every Thursday night, Friday morning from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., holding down the overnight hip hop spot for the past 15 years. Also, gotta say one time for the good people over at live365.com. All right? Now, we partnered up with live365.com last year at the beginning of the pandemic, and we decided to launch our very own internet radio station. Now, let me tell you something unique about Live365. They are a server, okay? They are a company that provides a server for small wattage radio stations, AM radio stations, internet radio stations to be a part of their server and basically allow stations to become media-based tracking, which means all artists played on any affiliate station of Live365, those artists receive credits, points towards royalties for their music being played. That's right, getting paid for your music being played on radio, okay? Now, there are a lot of internet radio stations out there in the world, but a lot of those stations might not be media-based tracking. Through our partnership with Live365, we are, okay? We are. We provide that opportunity for artists to basically have their music monetized. All right? Now, let me let you know about our station. Our station is Ride 95. We're what's next in hip-hop and R&B. The way to access us is very easy. All you got to do is go to live365.com. Once you're there, be sure to type in the word RIDE, the number 9, the number 5. It's RIDE 95. All right? Once you type that in the search engine, you're going to click on our station logo, and you will have music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, okay? All right, now, if you want to access this via your mobile device, it's also just as easy. Go download the Live365 app. Once you download the app, go to the search engine, type in Ride 95, click on that station logo, and again, music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, okay? All right, lock us in. Lock us in, all right? Okay. Now, we're going to get right into it, man. Y'all know what we do. This is the platform for those who are moving and shaking the community, for people who are changing the world day by day, brick by brick, through actions, not just talk. If you're an artist, entertainer, entrepreneur, whether you're changing the world through business, movies, however you're changing the world, this is the platform for you. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is no different than any other day on the Ride and Dirty Show. So welcome to the Ride and Dirty platform. Rapper, OG Ego. What's going on, my G?
What's going on, big dog?
Man, maintaining. The first thing I want to say is, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you on the platform.
It's an honor for you to have me.
All right, man. So look, let's get into the story. Let's get into it. The first thing I want you to know, to let our listeners know, is where you are from.
I'm from VA, Norfolk, Virginia.
2 up, 2 down, right?
Yeah, sir.
All right. So, man, what's it like growing up in Norfolk, Virginia?
Small town, a lot of crazy shit that happened around here, but you gotta move forward on that. It's good growing up around here, man. A lot of kids, besides all the shooting and everything, man. It's good down here, man.
All right. Now, at what point in your life did you first of all, when did you fall in love with the music?
Oh, man, I fell in love at age 18. But when I was a kid, I used to sing and dance all the time. I was kind of getting into it. My biggest inspiration was Michael Jackson. I used to dance, sing. There's a lot of videos of me doing that. So by the time I turned 18, my cousin had put me on to the studio, and it was just love at first sight right there. I just started making more music. That's all I do is just make music on my spare time when I'm off work, when I'm just writing. That's all I just do.
Okay. Now, other than Michael Jackson, who are some of your other influences?
Chris Brown, because he a singer. Polo G and Lil Durk.
Okay, no doubt. Now, what actually made you be inspired by those artists?
you know, they talk about where they came from, you know, how they started, you know, how everything in their lives was going on, and they put that out there. So that made me feel like, you know, let me introduce myself. Let me show the people, let me show the world who I am. And, you know, that's when I just go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Do me.
Now,
I want everybody to know OG Ego.
Okay. Now, at 18 years old, you realized and you figured out that you wanted to do this. Like, what were some of the first steps that you took when it came to pursuing a career as an artist?
Making sure my flow was right. You know, I had practiced numerous of times on how I was going to come off my music and how I was going to say it. Because, you know, other than just guns and just doing all that other crazy stuff, you know, I want to come off it in a different way. You know, just come off as me.
Okay. All right. Now, coming up in Virginia. Now, Virginia is known for a lot of different styles. I've heard artists from Virginia sound Southern. I heard artists from Virginia sound like they're from the East Coast. And a lot of people say because Virginia is kind of in the middle, it's very diverse. Tell the people a little bit about your style.
Well, my style, I go off as a dude from VA, you know, expressing itself, telling everybody what's going on down here and how I'm trying to change it. You know, become number one. That's what I want to do. Is become number one, not just for me, but for my city. You know, it's a lot of things that's going on right here, stuff getting torn down in this thing. I'm still trying to change it, but people look at us down here as the people that shoot each other, that do all this other crazy stuff. No, it's another way. It's way different from that. Down here is a whole bunch of people that's trying to get up and do what they got to do and move out of this city. And quite frankly, that's what I'm trying to do for myself. I'm doing this until I put me and my family in a better predicament. Because, you know, I got a little brother, I got a little sister, and I got a little brother that's locked up. So when he come out, I want him to be happy, like, really with me. Really be happy for me when he come out. Because, you know, I'm going to be big. And once I'm big, I'm going to make him big, too.
Okay, no doubt. Now, being a person that wants to inspire, like, once you're put in that position, especially through the music, like, what are some of the changes you want to bring about?
The way I want to come off, you know, because I still got a lot of things I still got to handle down here before I even take it further. You know, I still go to school. You know, I'm basically on grown man time, you feel me? You know, this music stuff is just something for me on the side, but it's also something I want to pursue. So I'm still trying to maintain everything, get my head together, just basically trying to stay out of the way to focus on my upcoming life.
Definitely. No doubt. All right, now, what's the VA scene like for independent artists?
It's pretty good. We got a lot of hot artists down here. Tay Ado, on BKD, No Slime Spaz, you know, everybody basically doing their own thing. Just trying to push forward. You know, stay out of the way of the drum.
Okay, now when it comes to being an independent artist in the VA, like, what's the support like from the DJs and what's the support like from the people of the city?
Oh, they some good supporters, bro. They're really on my side. You know, every time somebody even hear my song is, bro, you got this, bro. Don't let nobody tell you that you can or cannot do nothing, bro. It's all on you, bro. Like, your style is good. Like my boy Terrell, you know, he the one that's putting me on with the interviews. Love you, bro. I appreciate that. Let's make it further. Let's go far.
Okay.
They want, like, as a person like me, I'm real. You feel me? Like, I tell people what's right from wrong. You know, I'm not just gonna go by what you say. You feel me?
No doubt, definitely. All right, that name OG Ego. Now, when you think of OG, you think of the big homie. You think of an older person that's in position to help lead the youth. How did the name OG Ego come about?
All right, now it took me some time to actually find my name. I went from Kid Ego, King Ego, to OG Ego. Now, OG, I rep it for only greatness. Because that's all I'm carrying in my head is only greatness.
Okay. All right, no doubt. Now, you say you went through a number of name changes. Like, what made you decide on OG?
All right, so when my cousin started rapping, he was telling me all about it. He was telling me, it's not, once you step in the game, it's not just about the music. You gotta have the moves for it. You gotta sound good. So while I was thinking about all that, I actually thought about my name, because at first I was actually gonna roll with Kid Ego. But I ain't a kid, so I had to think about it and upgrade it. So I called him. I said, what you think about me calling myself OG Ego? I love that. I like it. Just go ahead and make that OG Ego. I'm feeling that. So ever since then, I'm big OG.
Okay, definitely, no doubt. Now, as an artist in 2021, and we know the hip hop game, the urban music game is very, very popular. There's a lot of money to be made. How do you plan to stand out when it comes to all the other talent out here?
That's a good question. Me, once I start out at it, it's not just gonna be me, because I got a whole team with me too. If I grind, we all grind. You feel me? Like, I got like a bunch of different dudes working at me from different spots. A guy working on me with my cover art. A guy that's actually showing me some music, trying to get me the mode of it, producing it for me. A guy that take me to the studio, I got all that. So with the money, I ain't really in for it. You feel me? I'm just doing what I love. You feel me? But I would love for all that to happen, though. It's just all for me. This is something I fell in love with and I want to continue to do for the rest of my life. Other than just going out here doing all this dumb stuff, stealing cars, shooting, trying to get away from that. You feel me? And I feel like the music is my key. I just gotta wait there. I just gotta open the door. You feel me?
Right. Now, you mentioned team. That up and coming artists know how important having the proper team is when it comes to building a career.
Right. Everybody is good in their own ways. I know someone that's really good at drawing that's trying to work with me now. But, I already got somebody that's already a lot on that. So, I'm still trying to figure out who's really set and who's really good at that certain spot that I can take with me to do what we got to do.
Okay. All right. Now, when it comes to building a project and creating music, like, what's that process like for you?
Well, to me, that process is good to me, because when I think of Eric. Like, when I write my music, I actually take time with it. Like, I get inspired all around. Even if I'm just outside, just chilling with people, and I'm just looking around, just okay. I like that. I can talk about the people, how everything going on, everything quiet, kids playing. I can just rap about all that. But as far as what I've been through in my past, that's what I mostly think about. And instead of just sitting right there, talking about it, I decided to put that into a song.
Okay. All right. Definitely. No doubt. All right, man. We all know that in 2021 and for the past few years, content is king. The world is dominated by social media and the World Wide Web. How has the World Wide Web affected how you get your music to the masses?
All right. I got a guy that posts my music on TuneCore. So, when I post my music, I actually start off by posting my music. I start off with the best with the eye, because it's some music that I'm still working on, and I'm trying to build a project with a couple of people, but they all, they tell me they want to do it with me, but then when it's time to do it, it's just okay, yeah, you don't want to do it, so it's just me. And in the process of making them projects, I really put my heart and soul to them. I make sure everything I say is straight. Make sure I ain't messing up, none of that.
No doubt. Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about this record you have, Quiet Storm. Tell me a little bit about it, the concept, who produced it.
Quiet Storm. That's actually a remix by Mobb Deep. I grew up listening to him, and Quiet Storm was one of my favorite songs. Like, every time someone would play that song, I would just go ahead and just say it off the rip. And I just always wanted to do it. So that day when I had made Lotus and Dark Times, I had put Quiet Storm up there. I told my boy Stoner, that's one of my producers, I said, let me go ahead and run Quiet Storm. He said, all right, let me see what you got. I ran it. He was like, bro, that joint was fire. You need to put that out. At first, I wasn't going to put it out because I was really thinking about dropping a couple of other of my songs. Quiet Storm was a remix. So when I played it for a couple of people, they said, bro, you should just drop that, bro. Drop it, bro. Like, you really don't sound like no other rappers. You actually sound like you, bro. You don't stop. You need to drop that song. So in the midst of that, I dropped it and getting a lot of love from it.
Okay, now, Quiet Storm, that's a classic. How have people said you held up to the classic? And why tackle a classic?
Say it again.
First of all, you tackled the classic. How have the fans reacted to you tackling the classic?
They loving it. They said I should actually do more, and I might just get the fans what they want.
No doubt, definitely, no doubt.
So, yes, sir.
So, what do you see in the near future for OG Ego?
A new life, a new start, and changing lives.
Okay. All right. Now, we mentioned social media. How can the people find you throughout the World Wide Web?
On Instagram, you can find me at OG Ego. On Facebook, you can find me at Young Rich Nigga Shamar. On SoundCloud, you can find me at OG Ego too. Same thing for Spotify, Apple Music, and TuneCore.
All right, tell me those again.
SoundCloud is OG Ego. Instagram is OG Ego, and Facebook is Young Rich Nigga Shamar. And you can find me on Apple Music and Spotify.
All right, is there a Twitter or on a YouTube?
Yo, Twitter too, yeah, OG Ego, all the same.
Okay, no doubt. All right, now, how can people check out the Quiet Storm remix? Is it on streaming platforms? Where can people check that out?
It's on YouTube.
Okay, no doubt. Well, do me a favor.
It's on YouTube, SoundCloud. You said what?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Okay. All right, my G. Again, man, thank you for sitting down, talking with us. Introduce this joint to the world.
This is OG Ego.
All right.
You said what, bro?
Introduce the song to the world.
Quiet Storm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got Quiet Storm, Lotus, Dark Times, and Boom. All 4 songs on YouTube. You can find them on the same thing, all platforms.
All right. My G, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Peace.